So I almost feel like I need to document just how freaking broken the world is right now. So my daughter Allison is in a hospital where the only kind of radio she can have, the only music listening device, and much like myself, she's a lot more comfortable if she can listen to music. The only sort of radio, the only sort of device she can have, can't have an exposed antenna, can't have any cords, basically like a headset radio, which I remember those used to be pretty common things. Just simply a headset, and the band itself was the antenna, and you'd have a little knob on one side to do the volume, and a knob on the other side to do the, change the station, and maybe a little switch, for AM or FM and turn it on and off. Those used to be really common, but I went to Walmart. I didn't have anything like that. In fact, they hardly had any radios whatsoever. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. They didn't have anything like that either. And I went to Office Max. They didn't have anything. They were the ones that suggested I try Bed Bath & Beyond. I did find a couple neat devices at Bed Bath & Beyond that were things I was sort of looking for, but not what I was looking for in the immediate instance of a headset radio. Begrudgingly went to Best Buy, and man, any question why brick and mortar stores for electronics are just dying a quick death, I just could not get help in there whatsoever. I had this one kid that I asked, hey, where would I find a headset radio? He goes, over there that way on the headphones if they got them. And I'm hoping he'd walk me to where they are, but he just gestured and walked off. And I couldn't find, maybe I wasn't, I couldn't find anything like that. And I eventually managed to get one, after quite some effort and time in the store, I managed to get somebody's attention. And when I told him what it was like, he said, well, they're probably over that way. And he just kind of points, and I'm like, well, can I get some help? Because honestly, I've been in the store 20, 30 minutes, and in the amount of time that I've been unable to get help here, I could have already ordered one on Amazon. And he's like, oh, I think the reality of that just hit him. Yeah, could have just ordered one on Amazon. Now, the reality is I'm trying to buy one today, because by the time Amazon gets one delivered, I won't need one anymore. Or should I say my daughter won't need one anymore. Anyway, he's like, well, if you go stand there, somebody will help you. By the time somebody did come over to help me, and I was like, well, where are your radios? I swear to God, the kid didn't know what a radio was. He's like, well, do you mean car stereos? I'm like, no, dude, radios. Little device, picks up radio waves, turns them into sound. And he seemed really confused by what that is. I said, well, I'm looking for a headset radio, basically a radio that you wear as a headset. And he goes, oh, well, maybe they're... And he looks around in a couple places, can't find it. And honestly, I don't even think the guy understood what I was asking for. I finally showed him a picture of some on Amazon, which of course, won't be delivered till Monday. And I need one now. She's probably going to be leaving on Tuesday, so what's the point in getting one on Monday, So anyways, went to a couple other sections, yeah, I just don't think we have anything like that. I'm like, well, you're good to know how knowledgeable you aren't of the products here. Y'all will be replaced by Amazon in due time. So I came over to Tempe Marketplace, which is where I'm at now. Actually, that's where I came to Best Buy. I was at that Best Buy over there. Best Buy. Yeah, they were... Cannot recommend that place. It used to be a great store, but everything that was good about that is that place is just gone. It's a whole bunch of shit that you could buy cheaper on Amazon and probably get more help from the website at Amazon you will with people that actually work over there. Went over to Target. Target was actually pretty helpful. The kids working at Target were eager to help me out, and they pointed me to some radios. And while they didn't have what I was looking for, they did actually have a radio. That's a pretty simple, straightforward radio. I'm not sure if that would be allowed. I did end up calling and talking to the nurse. They said nothing with antennas, but I'm sure I can open that and remove the antenna. And as long as I connect just a chunk of wire inside, it should be strong enough to, it should be able to pick up radios, local radio stations, FM radio stations without it. I don't see Allison listening to AM. And then because sometimes I see interesting electronic devices over at Ross, I went over to Ross, got a big old thing of alkaline batteries for $6, which is what AAAs, which is what that takes, so that little radio takes, so that's a good thing. And I found these adorable headsets. I'm sure they're not high fidelity. I would never, it's not the sort of thing I buy myself. But granted, Allison is old enough, but I think she'd actually appreciate it. It's ugly doll headphones. I'm going to see if I can graft that little radio onto those fuzzy headphones in such a way that will be allowed by the staff of there. Now, I did call back and was kind of trying to get a straightforward answer as to what is and isn't allowed, and there's a whole lot of things that aren't allowed. I didn't get a lot of explanation as to what is allowed, but when I explained all the places that I went shopping and how I couldn't find anything, it's like, well, where do this mythical radio that you guys allowed, where do I purchase it? And I guess she felt pretty guilty when I told her how many stores I had gone to, because I went to Walmart, either Office Max or Office Depot. I can never keep them straight. Bed Bath & Beyond, which is great. I ran into one of my old karaoke singers at Bed Bath & Beyond. I love it when that happens. Best Buy, Target, and Ross. So I went to a total of 6 different stores. No luck finding the product I'm looking for. And so I'm on my way back to the car. At this point, I've walked quite a ways away from my car, and I'm kind of hungry too. And like wondering maybe there's an electronics store here that I'm not thinking of. So I see the directory, and so here's a directory which lists what stores are in the shopping center. Giant question mark, you can see from a distance, directory. And let's see, we have Tempe Marketplace. It's happening here, tempemarketplace.com. Okay, so no directory of stores there, even though the sign says directory. On this side it says directory, but again, give your business a jump. For information about advertising, blah, 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 but no directory. So surely over here on the other side we have our directory. It's a giant sign says directory, but no, it's just a picture of a sandwich. So yeah, that's anyway. I just thought that directory, which has 3 giant signs that say directory, a giant question mark up on top, hey, you got a question, here's where you go, the directory. It's a picture of a sandwich. I don't know, that really typifies just how broken the world is today, when even the self-proclaimed directory offers nothing more than a picture of a sandwich and a phone number to order to advertise on the directory that is not a directory. I don't know, man. Things like that just make me not want to live on this planet anymore. Anyway, wasn't planning on doing another vlog today, but that directory, I just felt like I needed to share that. I had a few people walk by and look at me funny, so yay. It's a crazy man talking into his phone. What's he doing? Anyway, I'll try to Frankenstein my daughter a headset radio that will be allowed by the nonsensical staff. I don't know, it's no cords, because you can choke yourself with that. No antennas, I don't know, I can poke an eye out, I guess. And I would imagine no speakers either. If I remember, it's can't have a boom box or anything. Obviously no cord to plug it in, but maybe have something battery operated, but no, yeah. I don't think you have any speakers, because that'll disturb the other patients. Basically, it has to be a headset radio without an extendable antenna. And while apparently there are still some places that make them, they are kind of pricey now. And the only place I found to order them is on Amazon, and you got to wait for them to be shipped to you. So there's no buying. At least if there's a place to buy, I don't know. Hit the comments, where they sell them somewhere in the Phoenix metro area. Please let me know. I haven't given up, although I'm almost out of time for today because I have to go to work soon. Yeah, sad times. I did find the ones that I had so I went through 2 of them when I was in that hospital myself, when I had my breakdown in 2000, it was 2003. I'm sure it was summer of 2000. I don't know. My past is such a jumble at this point, but I think it's summer of 2003. I was in that hospital, and Daniela got one, my ex-wife Daniela, she got one. I don't remember where she got it from, but she got one that was very cheap. I don't know if she got it at Walgreens or if she got it at, there's a place I haven't checked. I might check Walgreens. I think she got it at Walgreens. Yeah, there's my car. Forgot where I parked. I think she got it at Walgreens, and it was awful. I mean, it worked. I can't say it didn't, but oh my Lord. Like, it just was so flimsily made that it wouldn't stay on my head. It sounded absolutely, I'm covering up my lens there. Sounded absolutely hideous. And it was just like, oh, come on, Daniela, have you not been married to me long enough to know what level of consumer electronics I will and won't use? Because, Jesus, this is awful. And wow, glad I didn't pull out forward. It was going to.
Or injections, even Cambridge University.
So that's awful. And then I sat there with, at least then, Daniela was coming in to see me. Hang up my wonderfully inappropriate mask. when Daniela got would come and visit me, at least she was able to go. I don't think she was allowed to come in my bedroom. There were rooms I shared with other patients. I don't think she was allowed to come in there, but there was a private room where we could talk in private. But there was also a conjugal visits were denied. Believe me, we asked. But as God knows, a little of that would have certainly been great for my mental health. But anyway,